Anyway, what's going on, guys? Yeah, Discord's the worst fucking program ever. Certified. They got it notarized. It's definitely the worst program. Anyway, what's going on with you guys? What's going on, Frey, Mustix, Chard, Aura? What happened in your teachers meeting today? Or faculty meeting, excuse me. Did they facilitate you leaving? Got him. I'm dealing with some fun fucking shit of my own right now. But anyway, we're gonna look at some Horizon Dawn Zero. My apartment is like unbelievably fucking disgusting smelling. I just spent the last 2 hours washing all the surfaces, including the walls and not the ceiling. Hey, thank you. But like my countertops, my stove, my microwave, the sink. I washed the sink twice. The floor. I think something fucking died in the ceiling. Like I legit think something died in the ceiling. So that's always fun. At 30 seconds, everyone's work day for no extra pay, and they were getting up and pointing at each other and shouting, nice. Did the scratching in the wall stop? Yeah, a while ago. I don't know. What's going on, Knight? How are you? The exterminator's coming in tomorrow. So hopefully that's all that it needs to do, and they can get rid of whatever fucking noises and smells and all that. Yeah. Same old, more or less. Yeah, it's a little fucked up, Mystics. They're basically asking them to come babysit for free. It sounds like. Why don't they just hire, like, what my high school did? Is they had one entrance people could enter and exit from. But at every entrance, they had a security guard. And unless you were with your parent, or were old enough to drive and had a pass from the office, you couldn't leave campus. Granted, people just fucking hop the fence, but no hiring? Yeah, well, all right. Every week, 3 teachers have to come in early, and it rotates. How about that? I don't know.
The smoke from the mountain is worse today. A bad omen for the ritual.
Anyway, last we left off, we came up here past the fucking whatever that fucking thing was crazy. ID lanyards? Oh, that sucks. Whatever these things are, I think it's these things, are crazy, and I do not want to fight any more of them.
A horrible price to pay, and so little to show for it.
May the songs of the lost.
Don't touch me, outcast.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrind, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead, but not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost.
Yeah, music.
So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
They're robots. They need to eat humans? Are they going to drop them in the mountain? In the fires of Mount Doom.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear! Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
What?
We are Banuk. Our enemies. Our prey.
Please keep your blood out of my teeth.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little
Everything about teeth of
reasonably
these people.
priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What's a Warwick?
What are these Werricks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Werricks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Werricks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
Who's we?
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
You're both women. You gotta talk.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
No, this is the start of the DLC.
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Aurea.
Yeah, no, this is the base game down here, which I haven't finished yet, but this is the DLC area, which I may not stick around too long in, seeing as the one enemy I fought, I kicked my ass, so we might come back down here and do some of this stuff in here and find some main quests to finish or something.
Might be worth a
How
shot.
many great warriors have they ignored?
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Of course.
There are other Werracks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
Aurea knows about this daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not in Outlanders.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here.
Yeah, some of them are pretty crazy.
To fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains.
Some look like they're made
A
of
few of
plate.
my old warriors remained with me. Those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
I don't know, music. Is there where to tell? Oh. Whoa. Yeah, I don't really play Station either. You're not a console peasant? Well, I have both, I mean.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good.
This is only
From
available on
deeds
console,
to
so.
words.
Right.
Perfect cleric. Any one of the hunters would be suited to be chieftain.
The daemon can
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them that do it.
The machines. Can only suppress it.
Yeah, in theory, I could look it up on YouTube and see. I don't think I have them all published, so it wouldn't work for you guys, but I could look. But yeah, if you search Twitch, like Twitch tracker or something, I'm sure you'll find it.
Machines in the cells.
Deep din, silenced by rising water.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes, a sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family.
240 hours in Factorio.
Of course, if the waters don't recede.
Doesn't include what I
What's
played
the point of
offline.
joy? Or remembering.
Yeah, these guys looking pretty good. They seem to have solved like the waxy face. Like look at Alloy and see how her face is so reflective. And then look at this person that we're talking to and how their face is very matte.
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry.
You know what I
Next,
mean?
the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was
So I think
flooded.
they fixed that.
I don't understand it. There was no rain.
Weird that it didn't.
Not even any clouds.
They didn't fix
and
anyone
yet
else.
The river
But
rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
it could be lighting, but then where would Alloy's be shiny and hers not? I guess unless it's just. Oh no, because even look.
Between knowing your worth and
I don't know.
no more music.
Ooh, Banuk bow. I need to sell Blue Gleam.
Flood saw to that.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it so far.
Machines, like all machines, are still
It's gotten a little tough,
When the
but
old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe was never far behind. Seeking a
yeah,
way
tough
to
isn't
defeat
difficult.
them,
I'm
Banukai went into the wastes
not
and
good
let
at
the
video
wind
games.
whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world.
Frozen Tallneck is perhaps the most distinctive landmark in the cut.
I could forget what warmth feels
I'd
like
march
out
over to
here.
Stone Yield and take on those bandits myself if their leader didn't have that fiery cannon. The smoke never stops rising. That thunder's wrong.
damn, it keeps going up and up and up, doesn't it?
Your song echoes, friend.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of another bow game, but it's also got other components too. Well, she not know right up there. But yes, it does have a lot of bow play.
Even if I care to travel south, I'm not getting much money. Disturbs me. The best gift we can give them is sweet food.
I don't know what the camera's doing right now. Why are we doing this, camera? Like,
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen. Have you always been a painter? I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
do I have pigments? No. I need goat skin and badger bones. Goats? I don't even think I've seen goats. Have I?
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them? Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
It sounded like there was more to say there.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but, You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are a call to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door. Do the machines listen to the call? I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough. I'll see what I can find for you. Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe because it's so cold over here, that's why we're so close to it, because we want to warm up, or I don't know. We are very close to the volcano.
Need to turn around.
Can't enter this location. Okay. I went to grab the rope and it didn't grab.
We remember.
Surprisingly, did not get hurt.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still
Then there's
small.
one I've done.
It was she. Everywhere Banu Kai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind.
Got some
Seeking
fun
a
at
way
work
to
today.
defeat them, Banu Kai went into the waste.
I tweeted about it. We have some IP cameras at work that are used to watch 3D printers, so in case they jam or whatever, we can stop them and restart them, blah blah blah. And so I have access to this feed that I get through a website and all that, blah blah blah. But we're looking for something for a different department on how to do a time lapse. And we thought, no, it'd be nice to just stick an IP camera in there and just do a time lapse off of that, right? And so, I figured out how to grab the feed from the webcam IP camera and save it, and hopefully it'll all turn out all right. I'm actually saving it at every I guess 1/5 of a second it saves a frame, and my plan is later to take that and just basically, you know, instead of making it 5 frames per second, make it 60 frames per second or whatever, and speed it up and see how it looks. I did a few tests with 1 FPS earlier, and it turned out pretty well. But I wanted to do 5 just for some flexibility.
More than a nuisance without their
Where do I work? I work for a college, a state college.
I've never traveled further south than the grave.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that,
Outlander,
I need to talk to her apprentice,
wait a moment.
who followed the river north.
This is her apprentice.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
Yeah, I do AV there.
You're not the first to take an interest in it. I've made it myself.
Your own design. And yet you are not a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Yeah, he's got a fucking insane head ability. wait. Don't take that wrong. He's got an insane ability to keep his head up. That's what I meant. No, stop it.
Mix your yellow and your blue. That's how you get green. How do these youngsters not know these things?
I'm gonna dye my costume blue. Cut the mic, cut the mic.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
They're keeping together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watch tonight.
Demonetized like I was making any money in the first place, yeah. Can they? Oh, it sucks.
Outlanders. Carja Outlanders.
Outlanders, why they're not fighting?
Could go for a drink and a bite.
A shame a woman became Sunhawk of the Lodge, but at least she did it to honor the men of her house.
A woman now stands as Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge. So, she played by the rules and won.
Wow.
Long night last night.
There's a reason why you got kicked out, I guess.
These will keep.
Yeah, you can post it.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
Dissolve tourist. Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
Brew that up later.
I'll have to check it out later, yeah.
That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Osterom 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread.
She's dead.
She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Come on, Taco. Thank you, Fluff. Appreciate it.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Wow, okay. No worries.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. but I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Damn, that gets pretty close, doesn't it? Got healed. Damn, I got fucking healed. All right. That did nothing to it?
It's off.
Welcome back. Fucker.
find? Kill the machines. What about the tower? I might be able to destroy it. Or override it.
Make chicken tenders out of it? Yeah. Come on. Am I supposed to sneak and destroy it? I don't know how I could. I mean, I guess I could try, but I don't know. It seems easier to take them out one by one or one by two.
Yeah, soon enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm very bad at the game. There's a lot of things I know I should do, like freezing and stuff, but
So the tower is made by machines. But it can be overridden.
all right. I guess that's it for him.
You are quite the warrior.
Don't you forget it.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I served the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the Blue Light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right.
Right. I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
Oh, right that. It's been a long time since I watched any of those movies. Are those fucking squirrels laughing at me? No, they're probably just laughing with me. Didn't even use the ice arrow. I don't know. It feels weird using ice arrows. Ooh, look at the goat. Using ice arrows when we're in the middle of fucking ice world, but no, I need the fucking goat skin. I shot the goat in the ass. That's all right. He's gonna die either way. Goat ass. I was gonna say this bridge looks awfully sophisticated, but it probably was part of a dam a long time ago.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
No, they all want blue gleam. Of which I have none. Yeah, this is pretty good. I think it was made as a... I think it was meant to show off the PS4 Plus Pro, whatever their fancy one is. You know what I mean? But I don't have the Pro one or the I don't have the 4K like really nice one. I have like the normal one, but it still looks nice.
Hardy little plant. You'll help.
It's a snow beaver? Badger. A snow badger.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
It was a dam. The Give a Dam broke and it flooded their town. I like how a shot in the ass does just as much damage as a shot in the head. There we go. Go bones. Beverly Hills terror attack. Frozen Wilds data text data point world. Wheel of Life behind California terror attack. Beverly Hills, California, March 14th, 2044. In a statement released yesterday, the radical group Wheel of Life has claimed responsibility for last week's terror attack, which has generated fear and uncertainty throughout Los Angeles County. 3 suicide bombers detonated lethal explosives on the grounds of the Huevantes Center, a luxury clinic dedicated to regeneration and life extension therapies, as well as killing 5 clinic staff. The attack claimed the life of tech billionaire Aubrey Hopkins, founder of a research project on salamander biology that led to the first successful human longevity treatments. Hopkins himself has been experimenting with the treatments since the early phases of the project. The expense associated with these treatments has thus far made them only available to the world's most affluent. Their use by the rich has sparked widespread controversy, serving as fuel for aggressive responses like those carried out by the Wheel of Life. Aging and death flow from the spring of renewal that makes us human. The extension of life and youth by false means degrades our essential nature and brings spiritual corruption. Those who perished last week spent their lives to fill the gap dividing rich and poor. Read the statement in part. The group's role in the bombing was already suspected, as multiple witnesses recounted the shouting of data corrupted. Juventus. I'm gonna grab a sweatshirt. I'll be right back. All right. What is this? Some kind of like turret? Do they have like big guns on top of the dam? Seems like it. Imagine just getting stuck out of bounds.
So much for being careful.
What? What are you talking about? Another one of those things out there. They got like the sound of wet snow down fairly well.
Good for an old remedy.
I'm not even sure how I'd walk up to it. Like, there's just two guys over there. There are a couple guys over around here. Like, yeah, ideally you'd sneak up to it and disable it, but...
Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
I'm gonna need all these, that's why I'm picking them up, so... bear with me.
That'll help.
So what, they turn that off, disable those guys for a few minutes? A few minutes, a few seconds? Seems like it may have. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if we get this blue salt, whatever the hell it is. Let's see how much is in this cave. Looks like I need around 12 or 20 or something like that to get one weapon. So hopefully this cave just has a whole bunch we can collect. Wherever it is.
Never know when I might need these.
I don't know if I have to use all three of those. Holy cow.
Good.
Got a long way to go. So that makes it easier to model. I think it's also harder to render though with the snowing foe. The falling snow. Holy shit! What did I say? Plenty of snow was more difficult. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just run all the way there. Holy cow, how far away is this? I don't want to look on the menu and see. I think that marker is not how far to the next marker. I think it's how far to the end of the marker. Yeah.
Must be the cave that shaman told me about. Long way down. And not natural either. Here's one of the metal birds.
Metal bird.
Something's been hacked out of it. Maybe I can find another of these flying machines.
Get those metal birds, man. Trade old bronze for new ones. Yeah, that's how it always goes, you know?
If I can't find something, maybe my focus...
Let's see what happens. Oh.
Huh. Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across. There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
Voice log.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
What did he say it was?
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines. They have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
Could be something around that my focus will see.
Echo, Zero, Echo? Echo, Sierra, Echo. Oh.
Can my focus show?
Oh, that's west. Duh.
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
I could check my focus, see what it sees.
Nothing.
No one's touched this machine since it got sealed in here. Shouldn't be hard to remove. I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
Ban him. To Kenny Chow from Harris Bonner. Subject, ban him. Kenny, I get it, okay? I really do. Pharaoh is Firebeak's patron. Belvins is Pharaoh's lapdog. Circle of ass kissing, blah, blah, blah. But if you allow Belvins to remain on site, installation is going to take twice as long as we're budgeted for. And I don't know how deep Firebeak's breaks pockets are, but I can guarantee you they're not bottomless. We've just done some recalibrating of the entire fleet. The entire fleet, Kenny. Why, I imagine you're wondering? Oh, Kenny, I'm so glad you hypothetically asked. Belvins was unhappy with the baseline behavioral routines of the security drones. You know, the ones he selected himself? Not aggressive as enough, he said. I doubt a Rottweiler mounted on an ICBM would be aggressive enough for him. So he patched in some combat behaviors, which let me tell you was not easy. Basically outfitted these things for war. Think about that, Kenny. Bleeding edge combat drones patrolling an empty wilderness. Also, Belvins can play army on fire breaks dime. I'm begging you, Kenny. Find a way to bar him from the hangar, please. ICBM, yeah. It's like normal BM, but with ice.
to get loud. Are you waiting for me?
What? How did one hit me? What was my health at? What? I feel like every time I die, I'm so surprised. Is it not at full health? He just takes off half health. Okay. I'm stuck.
Just hold me, I'm scared.
Disable holding X. If you jump.
Stocking up.
We can't just scrap this. I don't see Stalker Lens. Thunderjaw, Snapmaw, Trampler, Glinthawk, Ravager, Behemoth, Watcher, Turkey, Sawtooth, Longleg Lens. Yeah, there's no Stalker Lenses. Wish it would tell you what it's sorting by. Oh, rarity. Item value. Sell popularity. Rarity. That's all you can do. Alright, Mystics. Get out. You know, well and good. So what do I get for disassembling these? 1 shard. I gotta sell some shit right now.
So this thing will improve my spear, huh?
Did I really walk all that way over? Wow. Ring dang doo. What is that? Ring dang doo. Wow, it's taking a while to load, isn't it? It's taking its time.
The Oseram, with their ridiculous ideas about women. All right, let's do this, guys. What this guy has to say about this.
Is this what?
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending, and what does the conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks. Only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear. Works for me. Might as well get started improving my spear.
Is that why I had a fucking segment for augmenting the spears? Oh my god. This whole game I've been trying to figure out how the fuck do I augment the spears. Maybe because I didn't take that spear in the beginning. I gave it back to the person. Did I lose the ability to fucking augment them the whole time or what? Nope. They just don't fucking give it to you until the DLC's over, I guess.
What business do you have here, girl?
We can talk or we can hunt.
I feel like it's trying real hard to save. Holy shit. Alright, well, I'm gonna make this a shorter one today. A record, not record shortest stream ever, because we've had ones that were minutes from the fucking internet, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna cut it a bit short. I'll catch you guys, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, maybe Wednesday, I don't know. I gotta see what's going on, but either way, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll catch you soon.
Fortunate that a ray of
Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.